Okay, budgeting to buy a house. So this episode is going to be about getting your numbers down on paper. So every video that I do, I try to keep it short. So if this video doesn't make sense or it doesn't work for how you want to budget, try a different video. Everyone learns differently. The point of these videos is to learn your way. So today we're going to talk about budgeting on paper. So in the workbook that you've already received, or a workbook that you can get from us, or just this sheet that you can get from us online, this is the budget that we provide. Basically, you're itemizing every single list. Now, all these categories are just suggestions. Not everyone has the same utility bills, not everyone has daycare expenses or whatever. So, this is just an idea to get you going. For some people, this is too much. There's too many categories and they get confused. So there's nothing wrong with just breaking out a basic piece of paper and just making a list yourself. What do you spend money on? The beauty of doing it this way is you can prioritize categories. What might be important for me to keep in my budget might not be important for you. So no matter what, when we're budgeting, we got to pay our rent and we got to pay our bills and stuff. But after that, maybe going out to eat is a top priority for me, and maybe that's not a top priority for you, and you can make your list the way you want it. And then once you get down to the bottom stuff, you know which stuff you can cut right away. Another example in the workbook, there's a daily budget. So if you're not sure exactly what you're spending your money on, you can break out the daily budget and fill that out to kind of just follow yourself around. Now, the importance of getting it down on paper is, if you're not making a list and you're not itemizing things, it's too easy to just spend your money however you want. You stop at the gas station and, hey, I'm thirsty, and sodas are 2 for $3. Now, did you even want 2 sodas? Were you planning on spending $3? Did you budget for that? No, you're not thinking, you're just grabbing. And then while you're waiting in line, you grab a candy bar or grab something else. Suddenly you've spent $8 at the gas station when you really just stopped for something else. So it's too easy to just do and just be freewheeling. So when we're doing our budget and you're writing everything down, obviously you start with the big items. Let's just say we pay $1,000 for rent. You're going to start with that. You're going to keep listing off your items. Obviously if you have a $300 car payment, we want to get that down on paper. That's all the stuff you have to do. But really, these are the bills you pay every month, and that's the stuff you're used to. So when you get down to the bottom of the list, it's more of, okay, am I prioritizing that going out to eat? Or is going out to bars with my friends the priority? You still want to budget for that, because it's simple to say, okay, I budget to go out 3 times this month. But if you don't actually put down on paper that I'm not going to spend more than $200, then it becomes easy to run up those bar tabs. Or when you go out to the restaurant, you're not paying attention to what you're ordering. But if you get it down on paper that in this category I'm only spending $200, now if you go out 3 times, you can only spend $60 each time. So depending on what kind of restaurant you're going to, you might have to make adjustments. If you go to that restaurant and you're eating for two, maybe you skip that bottle of wine because it's not going to fit in your budget, and you'd rather go out an additional time rather than spending all the money on a huge dinner all at once. So by getting it down on paper, you're actually holding yourself accountable and you're making an actual budget, because budgeting is truly making those decisions. You can't just do whatever you want to do all the time. You have to decide, okay, if I'm going to go out 3 times this month, I got to skip that bottle of wine so that I have enough money to go out that third time. So just getting stuff down on paper gives you that example of, okay, in this category, I'm only spending this. It's really about accountability. So if this video didn't help you, try one of my other videos. Again, we all learn differently. The point of these videos is to budget to buy a house, but these videos can be helpful for anyone trying to budget and save money. Please share and pass it along.